Welcome back to Scare Tales in the Dark, where we bring you the darkest stories from the depths of your nightmares. If you enjoy tales that make your skin crawl and your heart race, please hit that subscribe button. Your support lets us keep bringing you more of these terrifying stories. Tonight, we're diving into a tale that will make you think twice before going down into your basement. This one is called Echoes from the Basement. Mason had just moved into an old house he inherited from his late grandfather. The place was large and creaky, filled with memories of a life he never knew. But there was one part of the house he never quite felt comfortable in: the basement. It always seemed too cold, too dark, even when all the lights were on. One evening, while cleaning up some old boxes, Mason heard it, a faint noise coming from the basement. At first, it was just a soft thump, like something falling over. He brushed it off, thinking it was just the old house settling. But then, the thump turned into a slow, rhythmic tapping, almost like footsteps, pacing back and forth on the basement floor. Mason felt a chill run down his spine. He knew he was alone. Taking a deep breath, he grabbed a flashlight and headed toward the basement door. As he opened it, the tapping stopped. Silence filled the air, heavy and suffocating. He peered into the darkness below, the flashlight beam cutting through the black, but he saw nothing, just dusty steps leading into the unknown. He was about to close the door when he heard it, a whisper echoing from the darkness below. "Come down, Mason. I'm waiting." He froze. His name in that voice, that cracked, hollow voice, echoed up from the depths. Every instinct told him to run, to get out of that house. But something else, a sick curiosity, pulled him down those stairs. As he stepped into the basement, the air grew colder, and the shadows seemed to wrap around him like claws. In the corner of the basement, hidden beneath a tattered old sheet, was a large mirror. It was cracked and dusty, reflecting a twisted, distorted version of the room. But as he got closer, Mason realized the reflection wasn't just of the room. It was of something standing behind him. A figure appeared in the mirror, not in the room itself. Its face was gaunt and hollow, its eyes wide with a hunger that didn't belong to anything human. The figure raised its hand, and Mason watched in horror as his own reflection began to move, even though he stood frozen in place. "Mason, I've been here all along," the figure whispered, its voice now coming from both the mirror and directly behind him. "You're finally home." The lights in the basement flickered and died, plunging him into darkness. In the pitch black, the echoing voice grew louder, filled with a twisted joy. Footsteps began again, this time running, sprinting, rushing at him from every corner of the basement. In blind panic, Mason tried to run back up the stairs, but something grabbed his ankle, something cold and unseen. He stumbled and fell, his flashlight spinning across the floor. Just before the light went out, he saw it. The reflection in the mirror was no longer a twisted version of himself. It was the figure grinning wide, standing in the basement, dragging itself towards him. The last thing Mason heard before everything went black was that voice right in his ear, laughing and whispering, "You can't escape the echoes, Mason. You'll never leave me behind." To this day, that house remains empty. Neighbors say they still hear the echoes from the basement at night. Footsteps, whispers, and the occasional desperate call for help. But no one dares to go down there, not anymore. If you made it through to the end of this story, you're one of the brave ones. Remember, sometimes the past doesn't just haunt you, it waits for you to come back. If you enjoyed tonight's terrifying tale, please hit that like button and subscribe to Scare Tales in the Dark. Your support helps us bring more spine-chilling stories to life. Until next time, remember, the echoes are always closer than you think.